Hi guys, Ben from Busy Loans. Today I'm just going to go through with you some instances in relation to serviceability and how that affects your ability to get a finance approval. So I'm going to go through a scenario to explain the whole situation in relation to how lenders look at income and expenses. So let's say in this instance we've got client A who earns $1,000 net a week, okay, which monthly is equal to $4,333 per month. Okay, so that's the income side. Then we look at the client's expenses. So we're going to have rent and or mortgage payments generally. Okay, we've got living expenses. You'll notice when we take an application, we'll get you as a client to give us the information in terms of what you think your living expenses are. Lenders will then use their own measure in terms of what they think your living expenses should be based on your scenario. So whether you're single, whether you're de facto or married, whether you have any dependent children, all those types of things. So let's say in this instance, this gentleman is de facto with no kids. Then we've got any credit cards. So this is based on the limits. So for example, if the limit of the credit card is $1,000, the lenders will generally work off, regardless of what you owe, around about 3.8%. So on $1,000, you're looking at $38 a month in expense. Okay, any other loans, personal loans, any other car loans, that sort of thing. Let's say he's got a personal loan and the payments are $300 a month. So after all the expenses and taking into consideration the new loan, we would need to see a surplus of funds down here so that the lender's comfortable with the fact that the client can afford to make the repayments on the loan. The expenses equate to 4,238, so he's only got about 100 odd bucks and the payment's 550. Which obviously creates a bit of an issue. Now in this instance, in this specific scenario, the client's partner does work and earns $800 net per week. What many lenders will allow us to do, by getting proof of the income for spouse and proving their contribution to the household, we are then able to reduce the rent and also reduce the living expenses. $2,830 in total expenses, and we've got income of $4,333. So even with the car loan repayment, we still have a reasonably healthy surplus, and then we can organise to get that approved. A lot of clients are very, when we take applications, they say, my spouse pays for this, or my spouse pays for that. Lenders do not look at it that way. They look at the nuts and bolts of the situation, and if we are to reduce stuff, we need to prove the income and the household contribution of the other party. So I hope that gives you a bit more information about serviceability and your ability to get a loan. If you have any more questions or you need any more information, please don't hesitate to give us a call.